This guy is so rich, he's human, he's a villain, he could be a jerk, but he's also, I mean, you get to understand him, his world, and how he's a great swimmer in life in a way.
Mm. Yeah, he offered a lot of possibilities of expression and different kinds of expression. He was a very dedicated man to what he believed in. He believed in the Republican Party. He believed in his religion. He believed in politics. And I think existed in a world where being number one, being on top, being on the winning team is obviously paramount in Washington, D.C. And George Hickenlooper, our director, who sadly passed away a month ago, George and I were very interested in exploring how can you tell a story about what happens when power and influence and money damage our political system, but tell it in such a way that it's entertaining and nearly a comedy, because George was so determined not to make a boring movie about Washington. And he certainly, I mean, certainly some of the situations are so outrageous that it is funny. I mean, you just couldn't write this stuff. So we had a really nice time developing the film and working on it every day, and then finally finishing it. Listen, if anybody wants to nominate this movie for any Oscars, I would not say don't. I think it's obviously it's the most impressive accolade that the film business gives out. I've been down the road a couple of times. I've heard buzz before. I've had buzz on other movies, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. But I hope more than anything that if people are talking about the film in positive ways and responding to it, that they'll see it because of George, because he was a really great filmmaker, and I think that he brought out the best in me, and I hope I brought out the best in him, and I'm glad he died knowing that people were beginning to discover him as a filmmaker. It did change my life in the sense that I had sort of been focused on making movies for about 10 or 12 years. At the end of '99 and into 2000, I thought, well, that went better than I could have hoped. And then I decided that I didn't want to chase the same dream. So I moved to London, and I've been working on behalf of a theater for the past 8 years. And I'm enormously grateful for the experiences that I've had, but I feel like I've had a chance now to take all of the good fortune that happened to me personally and put it towards something that is bigger than my career and outside of my own ambition. And working on behalf of the Old Vic Theater has been the greatest challenge and the best decision I ever made. I was 8 years old when I decided I wanted to be an actor. I don't think I ever considered anything else, so it wasn't like, oh, well, I'll be this or I'll be that. I knew I wanted to be an actor when I was very young, and I think I felt always lucky because so many of my friends didn't know what they wanted to be and sort of went through college and took different courses and different majors, and then finally, eventually, sort of mid-20s or 30s, finally figured out what they wanted to do with their lives. So I've always felt very grateful that I knew as early on as I did. Yeah, I mean, those elements are all very important. Sometimes it's just, am I being given an opportunity to do something I haven't explored in this particular way? Do I get a chance to work with somebody I really admire? Is this something that I think is valuable and important to do? And whether that's as an actor or as a producer, I just love it. It's like a big smorgasbord out there, and I'm very lucky that I keep getting new dreams, and they keep happening.